Winter's back.
What?
I said winter's back.
No.
No?
No.
Yeah, that was a short spring and summer.
Not allowed to stay. It's just passing through.
Well, good morning and welcome back to Balfour Farm. Today is the day the bull goes to the butcher. Asked Heather to give directions and she's back here videoing it in case I, back into a wall or something.
Documentation is important.
Yes.
Behave yourself, just for a little while longer.
Yeah. It's a big day, bud. Not sure why we want to video this. Doesn't it normally go poorly every time we turn the camera on?
No, not necessarily. Sometimes it's quite uneventful.
Let's hope for uneventful.
Which would be nice.
All right. Find a spot, sit you down here.
Clip it onto a loop, maybe. Oh, leave the camera alone. Hey. No. No.
Right there, probably. Yeah, stand here just to make sure he doesn't go over.
Be a wall.
Come on, buddy. Hey, come on. No. Come on, get her out. Come on, get up in there. Come on. No. Come on. No, come on. Get up in there. Good boy. Sweet. Nothing to it. Make sure the front door is latched. He's not walking. Make sure he's not walking out the front of the trailer as we're looking at the back. No, we're good. There he is. All right, well, we're on the road with the bull, and it's about an hour drive to the butcher, and the roads are icy, so this is going to be slow going today. Not looking forward to it. So we got a ton of comments in the last video when they saw that the bull was acting up, and a lot of people commented that they couldn't believe it was actually financially worth keeping a bull on the farm. So the way we look at it is we actually butcher the bulls and then we sell the meat when we're done breeding with them. So this bull here is headed up to the butcher and we'll get him back in packages of hamburger, steaks. So to break down how the money works on this, the bull has been around for 2 years now. Typically we try and keep them for 3 years before they turn totally ugly, but didn't work this time around. So normally we would get 2 years of breeding out of a bull. This one here, we only got 1 year before he decided to get mean. So it is expensive raising a bull up for breeding, especially when you only get 1 year worth of breeding out of them. We've done AI in the past. A lot of people suggested that we do that. We've done a ton of AI. In fact, I used to actually work for 2 different companies breeding cows for a living. So I'm more than familiar with the benefits of breeding AI. This bull here that we actually had was a product of artificial insemination. So we picked one of our best cows, bred the cow artificially, and wound up with a bull, and that's how we have Cardin here. So after a full year of breeding cows, I think he bred probably about 25 cows, maybe 30 with the heifers in there. He's gonna head off to the butcher. The value of the meat that we're gonna get back is probably around $8,000, $9,000 at the minimum, maybe more. We are getting them cut into steaks, ground beef. So there's quite a bit of value in the beef that we're going to get back out of him. The way we look at it is essentially he bred cows for a year and a half or a year for free for us, because by the time we butcher them, we'll recoup all of our costs that we have into them and then some. So there are definitely some major benefits to doing all artificial insemination, and there's definitely benefits to running a bull. With the bull, we don't have to actually be around. He is on the job 24 hours a day, and he gets the job done. So we don't have to worry about watching a cow for heat. That said, we also don't know when he bred things. So sometimes he'll breed a cow in the middle of the night. We don't have a good breeding date. By the morning, the cow is no longer showing signs of heat, and which means we missed a heat detection there. And if he did get her pregnant, we don't have a good due date. All right, well, there we go. First project of the day is done. So now I got to get back to the farm. I do have to stop at the hardware store on the way back home. Get back to the farm. We've got a lot to do today, so I'm going to have to make this a quick trip. So the bull unloaded great, actually. We backed up, swung the door open. He walked right off, and no issues. So it was always nice when they cooperate. You ready?
Going on our annual date.
My cheapest date of the year.
Hey.
Although I don't know.
Calling people names.
Most inexpensive. We're going to the tractor place for free lunch.
I don't know. We have to drive past the Amish farm store. It might not be your most inexpensive lunch.
Yeah, and then there's the parts that I'm going to get there too.
This
so
is true.
I guess it's actually going to be. It's going to cost something.
Yeah.
Anyway, on the road again.
Busy day.
Busy day. Just got back from dropping the bull off at the butcher, so. So which one did we buy?
We did not buy any of them yet.
What's that?
I said we did not buy any of them yet. You can't come to the spring open house and not look at the shiny things, though.
I bet they walked it. Oh, it's
No.
Ooh.
You can pretend. Well, I have to say it looks much safer than the one you use.
Keys even in it. They must really want me to buy it.
Take it for a little tool around the parking lot.
Boy, this is much nicer than ours.
Looks more comfortable. Does it have heat too? Looks
Heat
like
and air
it.
conditioning.
Well, I would hope it would have air conditioning. If you have to use that in the summer, you'd be cooked.
Safety bar.
It's like a carnival ride there.
Boy, this is awfully nice.
Has lights.
Be a little
Got
too
little
nice
lights
for
up
us.
there.
Oh. All right, the other one's leaking oil. It's time to replace it. This is fancy. All right, on to other stuff. All right, well, we're back from lunch. Now, my trip to the lumber yard and the hardware store was unsuccessful. I went to 2 different lumber yards looking for some metal roofing. I'm just going to use some stuff out in the chicken coop to make some walls so the chickens can't peck at the plastic. It was unsuccessful. Neither one of them actually had any metal roofing. They both had to order it. So I'm going to check out behind the barn and see if I can find some used metal that I have taken off other buildings and stuff, and see if we can make that work. All right, well, welcome to Doug's salvage yard. I don't video this very often, but this is out behind the the big barn here. We've got a collection of stuff that is still too good to throw away, but I don't know. There's a lot of stuff here, so I'll show you. We've got a big pile of metal scraps, metal roofing scraps that we're going to dig through and try and find some usable stuff for the chicken coop. So we've got quite the collection here. There's some brand new fence posts over there, a pallet of them, a bunch of parts of equipment, my wood chipper there, and then got a collection of used bulk tanks, really old ones, pipe of every size you could ever think of. There is some metal roofing in there too I need to dig out, but lots and lots of metal roofing here. I've already picked some out that I can use too. So this is all stuff that I could never bring myself to throw away. Some of them are real small pieces of metal, but then there's other sheets that they've got holes in them, but they work just fine. All right, well, there was quite a bit more there than I thought. I took off the top sheet, which was pretty big, and underneath it was a big stack of smaller panels. So I'm hoping we have enough to get everything we need to do done today. If not, I'll probably have to just pick up one or two more sheets at some point. The sketchy part of doing anything like this is when you're lifting up stuff that's been sitting there forever, you just never know what's going to come scurrying out from underneath the pile. There was nothing in there today. Last year about this time I did something similar to this, and was pulling up a piece of roofing and there was a skunk underneath it, so you just never know what you'll find. All right, so the project here is we've converted our greenhouse. We're in the process of converting it into a chicken coop. So a few videos back I put all this stone in here. I've been compacting it, getting it in here really good. What we need to do today is these have roll-up sides on the greenhouse, so we're going to put 3 feet of metal all the way around the base of it to keep the chickens from pecking at the plastic and to keep any critters from the outside from managing to get in. And then there'll be a piece of chicken wire, so metal for 3 feet and then chicken wire for another couple 3 feet. That way we can roll the sides up, have good ventilation, and we don't have to worry about predators getting in here. We're also going to build a divider wall. So the idea is to divide this building into 2 pieces. This side here will be our brand new pullets that are just coming. And then the far end, once we move all that stuff out of there, we'll put stone in there, and that's where our older laying hens will go. That way we can keep 2 separate flocks, and we know these are new ones, those are the older birds. So in a couple of videos back, when I was putting this stone in, there was several comments. One was just to put the chickens in here, they would eat all the grass and stuff that was in here. That's not an option. The ground was way too rough, and it was too wet. So we had to build up the level of the floor to keep it from getting too mucky with the chickens in here. And also I wanted to have a good layer of stone in here, so when it comes time to clean out, the chicken manure is incredibly important on the farm. So we try and clean it up as much as possible, spread it on the hay fields to add nutrients to it. So it's organic fertilizer. All right. Just pick it up and go right up against that pearl in there. Yep, perfect. And that thing should go all the way over. There, yeah. Well, we are back at it this morning. We got a little bit done here yesterday. We got a really late start in the day, so we didn't get quite as much done as I had hoped for, but got our wall pretty well framed up there. There's a door in the middle so we can go between the two coops whenever that other side finally gets done. Now we're going to start putting some metal on. We do have a couple more studs in the corner to finish up, but I'm going to get some metal on. Hopefully some chicken wire today. And I'd really like to start getting the metal on the sides too, but we're going to see how that goes. All right, we've got a good start on things here. I'll show you exactly what we're doing. And yeah, it's been like putting together a puzzle. So trying to find all these pieces of metal are all different random lengths. So it's been trying to pick through piles that I've had here laid out all over the ground to find just the right piece to go in the right spot and the right combination to make it work. But it's coming along. I am going to be short on metal though. So we've got, we're covering up the plastic on the end walls. I've still got a little bit more to do in that corner, but I've got this whole wall completely done here. And what I plan to do is I'm going to go back through and mount a couple boards to the pipes, and we'll hang all of our nest boxes along this wall here. So it'll make gathering eggs much easier. And then we've got the bottom of this wall metaled in. There is going to be a door there so we can go between the two coops. And yeah, but I'm going to be short quite a bit of metal, so we're going to have to pick some up. All right, we're taking a little bit of a break from the chicken coop project. The new door to the tractor has arrived, so we're going to take a few minutes here and get the new door put on. I bought a new gasket, and hoping this goes quick. We'll see. Hope it goes good. I don't know. Told Andrew I should have watched a YouTube video on how to do this. So never replaced the door on this before, but how hard could it be, right? Get new gasket because somebody had told me it's a pain trying to deal with the old one. So I don't know if I like the looks of that though. The old one was one piece. This one's not. All right, well, this has been a project, hasn't it? So we got the seal on the door. The seal, we ordered a new seal, and it came separate. And yeah, I actually sent Andrew, I had a meeting, and I had sent Andrew into the milk house to figure it out. So he went onto YouTube, looked it up, and found the easiest way to do it. And I'll show you how we managed to get that seal on. It was not easy. So the secret apparently to it is we used a big bucket of super hot water, put the seal in there, let it get, so you could move it around and it would mount easier. And then, I don't know, it probably took 20 minutes or so to get the seal on there. It was not easy at all. So now we're gonna go put the window in, or the door in. All right, we did it, Andrew. A couple YouTube channels later, watched a how-to video of how to do it. This is not going to be a how-to video of how to do it.
No.
But anyway, we managed to get it done, and it actually came out good.
It did come out good.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Really surprised. I don't know why, but I am. All right, all we got left to do is got the new seal on. Oh, it's meatier than the old one. Got the plastic cover to put on. It all works right. I've just got to get in there with a vacuum and vacuum up whatever's left of broken glass off the floor. You figure it out?
I did not.
So it really comes in handy to have two of the exact same tractors. When we took one of the pieces on the bottom, I took it off and I didn't pay attention to where the black plastic pieces went, what order they went in. We went over and checked out the other tractor to figure it out, so that was quite handy. All right, project done. All right, well, I thought I would show you the progress we've made so far in the chicken coop. It's kind of come to a standstill now. I have a bunch of other projects that I need to get done today. Primarily, I need to get up to the butcher, and they have 2 loads of pork ready for us to pick up. So I need to get up there, put that back in the freezer. So the chicken coop is officially done for at least a few days here until I can get back to it. So it is not the prettiest thing here. It's I did have enough pieces. We pieced it all together. There's still some more work there. They're screwed on, but they need to be secured better. This is the sides of it. What we'll do is we'll cut little doors into the metal there so the chickens can come and go, and we'll actually put a door so they can be closed in. We'll do that down the length of the greenhouse here. Obviously we haven't done anything with way down there yet. So it's been a good start. We have metal on all the walls. There is one little corner down there that I didn't quite get to yet, but we've got this all done. We do need to build a set of double doors here. The idea behind that is we can get the skid steer in here and clean out. So we've got to put a lot of stone back there too. It's awfully wet. One of the other things people had mentioned in the video was they thought it might be too hot in here for chickens. What we plan to do is we have a shade cloth that we're going to put up so it'll provide some shade for the chickens. Obviously the sides there are open, and then there is, I don't know if you can see it up there, but it's not cut open yet, but there's 2 big vents, one in either end of the barn. We'll have those opened up also. And then I have a really large fan that I hope to put in here. We're going to run it on solar power, which will be kind of cool. And we're also going to run our lights in here and the fence charger all on solar. So that's another project for another day, though. That's the idea, to keep the chicken coop cool anyway, so it should work just fine. Well, I've got to get off to the butcher now, go get that pork, and so that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more of what we're doing here on the farm, and we will see you next time. Murphy is the building inspector. He's here to see if we've done a good job or not. All right, buddy.